I'm 23 and I'm part of the millennial generation. Some call me a really, really big anime fan. Others call me really, really hard worker with my hands. To others, I'm just an extremely loyal friend. Hola, I'm Joel Lawson, and having been born in the District of Columbia, that makes me first generation Guatemalan American in my entire family. And this is Generation Search. Right now we're in Orlando, Florida, Universal Studios. Right across the street we have Islands of Adventure and the original Universal Studios. Beautiful place, man. Weather's great today. People are beautiful today. This is just where we go. So right now we're actually pulling up to the Bob Marley bar / restaurant. Rather early, to tell you the truth. Really cool place. It looks like they literally just built a house in the middle of Universal Studios. It's got a lot of charm, got a lot of presence, and feels authentic. They did a good job with this one, and for sure. So why am I going on this trip? I have two reasons. I have my grandma who's from Guatemala, my mom who's from Guatemala, and other family members that can't really relate to as much because I've never been there, I've never lived there, I've never experienced Guatemala. But I am Guatemalan, like it's in my blood. Reason number two is I don't have a grandfather on my dad's side, I don't have a grandfather on my mother's side, and no, my grandfather lives in Guatemala. I've only met him once in my life when I was younger. I don't remember too much, but from what my mother has told me, they haven't had a good relationship since she was actually very young as a child. I'm here to try to bring them together, and hopefully in the future we can all sit down and have a good drink and laugh and just enjoy life, because I really don't have time for drama. I really don't want drama, and I don't want to say growing up that's all there's been, but growing up that is literally all there's been, and I'm tired of it. So let's see if we can bridge the gap and have a journey of a lifetime. So right now we are located in Orlando, Florida. Specifically this area is called Lake Eola. And it's actually really popular. They do a whole bunch of New Year's events out here, a lot of 4th of July events out here. If there's an event and it needs to be booked, Lake Eola is usually the main go-to because of how big it is. It's a free market. People can just walk around, and they showcase them here everywhere.
Hola, Yolito, ¿cómo está mi corazón? ¿Cómo le ha ido? Yo me recuerdo mucho de la casa donde viví por tantos años cuando era niña. Él es su tío Julio.
Julio. I remember my brother wearing this chain, and I remember going with my mom, my dad, and grandma.
Hay una tienda donde usted va a comer patitas a la vinagreta, picadito de rábano, sopa, de todo lo que usted quiera.
Did you make this?
Sí.
I had no idea my grandma did any of this.
Oh, sí, en Guatemala sí es bello. Ya se me va a quemar la comida.
Grandma cooking, so I was definitely, Can you show me some traditional music from Guatemala?
Okay. Marimba de mi Guatemala.
Currently we are at Phat Vu Temple, Buddhist Cultural Center. I started coming here when I was around 2010.
For the next 5 years after that, I literally found a place I could call home. At first, it was a way for me and my father to bond. We actually lived right up the street, a 2-minute walk, and he told me, Joel, on Sundays they do martial arts for free at the temple. And I was totally game. I wanted to try it out. I mean, I love old school kung fu movies, always did martial arts, always growing up. So I decided to give it a try. I decided to take a chance and see what it was about. And I'll tell you, to this day, I really don't regret it. There's nothing I gravitate to more as far as spiritually or religiously than Buddhism.
Hey everybody, it's been a super long day, but now we're home, so come on, let's go take a look and show you around. Welcome to my house. You probably noticed the first thing in here is Buddha. Right now I'm taking you to the favorite part of the house, my favorite part of the house, which would have to be hands down the backyard. The only reason I like this backyard so much is because, I grew plants here for the past 5 years. Probably had like 30 banana trees. Every year I have about 600 oranges. It's nice to see, visually engaging for sure. But this part back here is where a lot of blood, sweat, and tears was put into, as far as exercise. I used to weigh 190 pounds. Right now I weigh 150. So the reason why I moved down here from Washington, D.C., my parents had split apart when I was about 10 years old. My mom is originally from Antigua, Guatemala, had a very rough childhood, had to make it here the hard way to the States, and I appreciate her effort that much more. My dad is, I want to say, I don't know what generation, but he comes from a long line of African Americans. I believe that if I go to Guatemala, find the other half of myself, I honestly believe, I'll become whole, to tell you the truth. And even if that's not the case, I still want to, this is a journey of a lifetime, to tell you the truth. This is a journey of self-discovery, to tell you the truth. And I wouldn't trade it up for the world. Quick little breakfast for the champions. Grandma taught me how to make the tortillas. Pops taught me how to make the eggs. Real quick, in and out. Thank you. So I'm going to Guatemala soon, and I'm very excited. But one of the main reasons I want to go is because I want to visit Grandpa. I've only seen him once. I kind of want to connect. Is there anything I should know or anything you remember that might be able to help me out?
Bueno, la verdad que no sé qué decirte. No sé si es que te va a recibir bien o no. Tengo muchos años de no verlo. Memorias de él no tengo tantas como para compartirlas contigo. Espero que si lo llegas a encontrar, que te reciba bien, y espero tal vez que eso también abra las puertas para yo algún día llegar a conocerlo de nuevo.